Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Tiffany. I am a twin mom, a Navy wife, a South African currently living in Japan with my lovely family. And to those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. I hope you guys like it. I hope you hit the subscribe button and I hope you stay. And to my returning subscribers, oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for returning, and thank you for 700 subscribers. I really hope and pray that we reach 1K by the end of the year. That is my goal. So yes, thank you guys for coming back to my channel. Today's video is a video I was requested to do by a lovely subby. Someone inboxed me on my Instagram and asked me to do this video. So as you guys know, I am a military wife. I am married to an American. This is for my South African subscribers. I am married to an American who happens to be in the Navy. So we are currently stationed in Japan on deployment. So we are on sea duty, stationed in Japan. So we are here on military orders in support of my husband's duty station. That's the reason we're in Japan. Let me go back a bit. I met my husband in Bahrain about I met my husband in Bahrain 5 years ago, and we got pregnant, we got married, we lived in Virginia. We lived in Virginia for a year and a half because that's where he was stationed. He was on shore duty then. We lived in Virginia for a year and a half. After that, we then now moved to Japan. We moved to Japan in 2021. Yeah, we moved to Japan in 2021, and I can't say when we leave, but we don't leave soon, but we leave soon. So yeah, we are stationed here now, and he's on sea duty, meaning he gets deployed. So yeah, and I just wanted to give you guys a backtrack of why we in Japan, and you know, our little history. But I want to share my top 6. These are my top 6 reasons I think there is a benefit to marrying an active duty military spouse. There are benefits. As much as there is cons, there are pros. So I'm first going to do a video about my pros, and these are my top 6 pros or benefits to marrying an active duty spouse. So let's get into it. Where's my notebook? I have my notebook because I made the notes. I normally put my notes here. I always make notes about videos but never get to it. Today I got to it. Okay, so for pro number 1, benefits of being a military spouse. Pro number 1, housing. Housing allowance, known as BAH. You get free housing. Free housing. Free. You don't pay rent. You don't pay nothing. Free housing. So BAH. BAH is included in, it's tax free, but it's included in your paycheck, but in your active duty spouse's paycheck, but it's not taxed. It's tax free. It also varies from rank, what his rank is, how much the BAH allowance will be, and also how many dependents it has, how many kids, spouse, you know, if he's single or married. You know, if he's married with kids, of course, the BAH is going to be more, and if he's single, BAH is obviously going to be a little less. So, example, we lived in Virginia. We rented a townhouse in Virginia. BAH was, let me say, $3,000, and with that $3,000 we paid for our townhouse, we paid for our water, we paid for our electricity, our gas bill, our light bill. So all that money comes from the military, and that's your BAH. So housing is free. That is benefit number 1, is the free housing. Is healthcare. Healthcare is not like in South Africa where you have a government hospital and it's accessible to everyone. You need to pay. There is a Obama administration healthcare, but it's not like 100% free. There's some co-payments. It's only accessible to certain procedures, clinics, hospitals, drugs, whatever. With Tricare, I have not had a co-payment thus far. I had my wisdom teeth removed, I had a root canal, I had cleaning, I had so much dental procedures done, and I've never had a co-payment. Even with our kids, they go to pediatricians for free, we get our medicine, our drugs, whatever we need. We have not had a co-payment this far, and that's why I think like the healthcare that comes with the military is amazing. And number 3 for me personally is the free flights. You can travel for free if you're a military spouse. Did you know that? Did you know you can travel for free? Well, as a military family, we travel for free. We came to Japan free. They paid for our flights. If we want to go back to America, we can hop back on a flight which is called a rotator flight. It is military flights. The priority for the flights are active duty members who are PCSing, emergency flights, health reasons. So you can get kicked off a flight if there is someone who is traveling for a much more important reason than you going on leisure. But there are free flights. It's not 100% guaranteed that you will be kicked off all the time. No. But it's free. So free flights is number 3 to me. Number 4, for me, number 4 is education. There are so many grants that come with being an active duty spouse. For example, I got a $4,000 grant to do my teaching certificate, which is the TEFLA teaching certificate. And this grant is my CAA. It gives you $4,000 towards any study or program you want to do, and also comes with a free laptop. So there's so many other grants. There are what do you call this, not the GI Bill but there's so many other grants that come with being a active duty spouse, I would say. But my CAA is number one because I've used it and it was very beneficial. You can use it towards anything. You can become a personal trainer, you can study towards getting a teaching certificate, a business certificate, whatever your interest is, they would pay. Employment is number 5 for me. Employment. As a military spouse, I never knew how easy it is to get a job as a spouse. I studied sports science. I am foreign and I am not a citizen, American citizen. I am not an American citizen. I am only a green card holder. I am not a citizen. But when I applied for my job, I was just like testing the waters, because in America I never worked. I stayed at home for 3 years with the kids, and then we came here. I applied for a job and I never thought it would be this easy, because there's this thing called a spousal preference. Did you guys know that if you're a military spouse, you have first-hand preference to getting a job? Regardless of your experience, your knowledge, your education, but your education does matter a little bit, but you have first-hand preference out of those certs that they pick for the job or the interview. Military spouses have to get hired and they have first preference. So with me, I applied for my job. There was other candidates. I had a military spouse preference. I bumped out all the other candidates and I got the job because I had a military spouse preference. So they do have to hire military spouses on military bases, and it's easier when you're overseas. So don't let this opportunity slip when you're overseas. While you're overseas, apply for a job, so when you go back to the States, they can just transfer you with your husband to wherever he's going, so you always know you have a job secured where you're going. So that is my number 5, is the spousal preference for jobs, you know. Number 6, I would say, is WIC. WIC is a food vouchers that you get as military families, but these food vouchers are only for certain grades. It's not for everyone. But it also depends how many kids you have and how much your household income is. So when we were in America, I was not working. I was staying home for those 3 years with my family, and we had WIC help, you know, buy the fruits, vegetables. We had our whole wheat products, you know, dairy like your milk, cheeses, eggs, whole wheat, so our pasta, rice, bread, and we normally would use it at like Food Lion in America and Kroger's, you know. So that was really helpful. Whereas when you live on base overseas and you still have WIC, or you can still get WIC if you are unemployed spouse, or staying home with your kids, you can still get WIC, but you shop at the commissary. You don't shop at Food Lion or Kroger's. You would shop at your commissary on your base. So that is number 6, is WIC. And yeah, that is my top 6 benefits of being a military spouse. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I didn't blabber too much or go off topic, but yeah, those are my 6 benefits of being a military spouse. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.